Hello, wonderful people. Nice to have you back here in Valmage Fits. On this channel, we learn tips, tricks, and techniques of making beautiful and amazing outfits.
So today we're going to be learning how to make this very beautiful 3D effect applique. It is very simple to make. It only needs your time and your creativity. If this is your first time here, please subscribe, like, and leave your comments below. And also click on the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video.
For this tutorial, I'll be making use of this beautiful Ankara print for my 3D effect applique, and I have fused it already with a light interface. I have my scissors, glue, and other tools I'll be introducing as we move forward.
So I'm going to be tracing out patterns on this fabric,
but if you are using a plain fabric, just be creative with it and cut out beautiful patterns. I'll be trimming out just a few of these for the purpose of this tutorial,
and I'm going to be making use of the colored blow pattern. I'll cut out some of them and also cut out covers or lining for each of them using same fabric. While on this, just try as much as possible to be very neat with your cutting so you do not have rough edges while you cut all these pieces out.
One very interesting thing about making your 3D applique is that you can cut out different shapes. You can cut out leaf shapes, you can make it floral or flower designs, even cycles. Well, to the next step,
I'll be making use of this store-bought applique for embellishment. It's really light and shiny. You can get it in your local fabric shops.
Now I'll take my glue and just put some around the edges of this piece and also on the center line.
So just be very careful with this part because it's very sticky as you're working with the gum.
I am using this particular glue since it's what's available for me at the moment, but feel free to use a different one or your hot glue gun. Now this is a 0.05 mm soldering wire. It's very thin and flexible. You can twist and turn to whatever direction you want it.
So I'll just straighten it out and measure up a piece of the length I would want.
Cut it off and straighten out. Then place it really careful
on the center part where I have my gum lined out.
So I'll try as much as possible not to be messy with this and to do it really careful. I would leave like half an inch on the lower part because I want to tag this together with my needle and thread. Take the cover for it or the lining for this particular one and just place it on top it and press it very hard together. I'll do this so it can stick really well and not pull off. After doing this, I'll trim off the edges neatly to remove any excess. Now it's time to use this store-bought applique to beautify it because that is the sole reason for this applique. Please take note, this particular applique is not a cupped chain. It is lighter and cheaper, and you can make use of it in case you can't afford to buy a cupped chain. Now that you are aware of that, I'm having it measured on my cutout piece before applying my glue to it. So I decided to add my glue directly to this piece of applique and not directly on my fabric because I want to avoid gum stains on this beautiful piece. So I'll just place it this way and press it together really well. I'll trim out another piece, measure it up, then follow same step. You know, there are different ways to making a 3D applique, and that depends on your creativity and the outcome you intend to achieve. It also depends on how simple or sophisticated you want your design to be. So you can see how nice and flexible this 3D applique is because of the soldering wire I used in the middle. I'll just go ahead to make some few of these and move to the next step. Alright guys, I decided to stop at just 3 pieces because I don't want this video to be too long. You see how interesting this very part is, where you can bend and straighten as you want. If you want to be able to twist and turn your applique just the way you like, then make sure to glue your soldering wire round the edges of whatever shape you are cutting out. Now it's time for me to use my needle and thread. But this is not compulsory because you can also use your glue to just put each and every piece together. But because there are different ways to doing things, I decided to go ahead with my needle and thread. So I'm tacking this piece together, and the next thing I'll do will be to tack it on my outfit. So guys, you can make yours and attach it to any part of your dress. You can either use your needle and thread to tack, or just go ahead to use your glue. However you want to do it, it's still okay. At this point, we have come to the end of this interesting tutorial. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and I hope you learned something from it. Thank you for staying back here, thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing. This is to my subscribers. If this is your first time here, like I always say, please do not forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell. If this video was helpful to you, please give it a thumbs up. Drop your comments, drop your questions, and share this video so other people can get to learn how to make this for themselves. If you want instant response to your questions, then join my Telegram group where you can always get latest updates. At this point, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.